Hey everyone, this is Gary from My Sacred Honor, and I'm I'm almost ashamed to say that boy, Barbara Boxer is used to be my senator along with Diane Frankenstein, and she's a little punch drunk, sitting there dressing down a general, telling that man not to call her ma'am. This reminds me of the uptight woman that I've opened doors for, that I have stood up for while they sit. Get all uptight and say, I'm not. I can open my own door. It's not Mrs. It's Miss. These kind of people. And they're just uptight bitches. Sorry. That's the word for it, though. I want to be called senator. I've worked very hard for this title. Actually, your title is servant. And until people get it in our heads as voters that those people work for us and that they're not kings and lords, and they don't piss out stuff for us to follow, that they work for us and they work at our pleasure. Meaning, when they no longer please us, we kick their asses out. Bye-bye. The problem is as voters, we don't remember it. We're busy. We're constantly working, raising our kids. I mean, that woman has 6-year terms. I mean, good Lord, by the time she's done with her next one, I'll be a great-grandfather. And that's a long, long time. In fact, she's on her third. She's on her third already. Hey, that's 666. That makes sense. She's the devil. 666. Think about it. 666. That's 18 years. Wow. California, how do you do it? I had to leave that state. I had to leave that state for so many different reasons. I voted for Tom McClintock. He was the one running against Gray Davis and Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he got his ass kicked. But he was by far the better candidate, but he had no glitz. He's a conservative's conservative. And Gray Davis got kicked out, and we got to recall him, and bye-bye, see? And they voted in Arnold. Boy, did he do that state good, didn't he? Man, I didn't mean to touch their breast, but he sure screwed your state. He screwed the whole state. When is he going to say, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that? I mean, think about it. That guy, man, they're good. Liberals are just fantastic. I agree with Michael Savage. Liberalism is a mental disorder. Now I have to tell you something about Michael Savage. I've been listening to Michael Savage for, it's got to be 15 years. He came up with KGO as a weekender. The man is a brilliant man. You can say all you want about him. Yes, he goes off the deep end. Boy. But never underestimate that man. And he came out of San Francisco. Long before Mark Levine talked about bunker, Michael Savage was in the bunker in San Francisco. He used to have the hey, this is Michael Savage deep in the bunker in San Francisco. And he was awesome. But California has so much promise, and they have raped that state, the liberals. They have taken and taken and taken until they can't take no more. And they have chased people out. I mean, I'm a native Californian. I was born and raised in the San Francisco Bay Area. And they have pushed people like me out. I mean, did you know in California you can't have a semi-automatic or any gun that has over 10 rounds in it? No reason, just because. They don't want high capacity. As Nothing Fancy says, it's normal capacity. 10 rounds. Just because someone shit out a, excuse my language, crapped out a law, says thou shalt not have more than 10 rounds. But, you know, I've seen gangbangers get pulled over and they got, you know, that 32 round Glock. You know, they got automatic weapons. They don't care about no laws. Selling dope, selling crack, selling coke. It's all rampant. I mean, the only ones that get lawed on is us. We're being controlled daily. And this woman, Barbara Boxer, this senator, has the gall to sit there and tell a general of the United States that she's worked really hard. She's worked really, really hard. I've worked so hard for this title. You know what? If I lived in that state, I'd work harder and take that title away from you. And then when he said, ma'am, you'd be thankful for the little bit of courtesy that you got, because what you need is a hill put on your head and say, you filthy, disgusting bitch. We've had enough of you. These people have ruined our country. They have taken our country and crapped on it. They have raped our citizens. They have taken by the law the citizens' money to give it to somebody else undeservingly. But I have another baby. Close your legs. But I have another baby. Close. There you go. Close. Just keep them closed for a while. That's all you need to do. No, that's not what happens. There you go. Oh, God, she's got another baby. Gary, we need another $1,000 this year from you. You too, Safe Arms. We need another $1,000 from you. And you too, CV122, another grand. And pretty soon we got enough. You can have another baby. We got a little extra. And that's the problem with the world right now. Everybody is raping everybody. And they do it through the blessings of legislation. And it's got to stop. Senator, it has to stop. We have one like you here. His name's Bill Nelson. He's running around the state right now telling everybody how bad it is to drill off the coast of Florida. And you know what I say? The governor, screw Christ, the governor that stands up and says we will drill, we would make him king. Not only will we drill, but we're going to take all the taxes that we put on each gallon of gas, we're going to do away with them. Because we're going to make so much friggin' money off of Exxon that we won't need to tax you anymore. And we will have one of the lowest price per gallon in the country instead of one of the highest. We would make that person king. And while they're drilling for all that neat little gas out there, Florida has another nice little surprise, and it's called natural gas. And that could also be a sweet dividend for the citizens of Florida. Think about what your governor could do in your state. Think of all the massive resources that this country has. And it's been obfuscated by the federal government. It's been taken over. States no longer have the right. Well, we ought to take that right back and say, no, this is a statehood matter. Barack Obama, sit down. I'm the governor of this state. But, keep your federal funds. We're going to be pumping so much gasoline out of the earth, we won't need them. And the ones that run through the state, we'll just let them deteriorate. You fix them or not. It's your responsibility, not mine. They're a U.S. highway. But as far as state highways, and we're going to have sweet ones. That's how you take your control back. Stand up, grow a set. We just have a bunch of eunuchs. Take care.